matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. A quick...
A bit off, a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Jackson now. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it to Burrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 2, ready?
Now Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This is caught by Robinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jackson on first down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 38 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And he makes it score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Burrow. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash, and he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
On one, ready?
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Burrow will throw. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On one, ready?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they start with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Tucker's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Taken with an extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. To the right side, incomplete to Hurst. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Jackson to throw. That one complete to Prochet. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Working with a 2nd and 4. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And they had great field position to start. But, boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense and make sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This then uses motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Burrow on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 40, 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. So the